Welcome back to Task Force Podcast, an airsoft podcast made by the airsofters for the airsofters.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Task Force Podcast. I'm your host, Snake, joined by my co-host,
Nasty,
and also
yes,
Thumper.
And hit him with it.
Oh yeah, awkward on the mic. Yeah,
Dude,
totally almost
this guy's
forgot.
got fucking amnesia. He's forgetting it.
Damn.
So we're also joined by a special guest today, Caleb Tucker Airsoft. How are you?
Doing good, guys. How's everything going where you guys are?
Amazing.
It's been pretty good, actually.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Everybody's pretty laxed,
He's eating chips.
and I've been like working this whole time. So unfortunately,
Fake news.
well,
Yeah,
I
I've been
Fake
working
news.
here too,
I had 3
but
weeks.
everything's
off.
still kind of slow at opening, and
Right.
of course, airsoft's out of the question for right now for Ohio.
Right. Not for us. We are going to
Right.
play tomorrow.
That's
So,
the goal.
Lucky.
I'm going to, I'm going to watch at this point.
He also just hit puberty. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Wow,
Yeah, that was a good voice
I had a
clip.
fat loogie that I just coughed up. It almost came out, hit the table.
No, we're super
Uh-oh.
excited to get out there and play tomorrow.
Right.
I've been waiting a long time now. So been editing kit, moving shit around, making stuff more comfortable. Now I'm trying to go through that. You're going to play tomorrow. You got to gather all your shit up,
Right.
you know, and you're like, you constantly feel like you forgot something.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because you dude.
That's because we're rushing.
Right. Well, I mean, you always end up with like, you fucking forget something.
You always forget something.
Like, what's one thing
Well,
you've
you guys
forgotten?
come up because you guys get to play, and I got this new Crytek just sitting here staring at me, and I can't do nothing with it.
Oh, that does suck. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, you know what's even worse? Your gun not even being shipped yet, and you bought it fucking 2.5 weeks ago. That sucks.
That's
Mine
Pretty
took
funny.
about 3 weeks, so don't feel bad. I ordered from Evic as well, so
ooh.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go punch a baby from them somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe it'll ship faster then.
Maybe. If they know I'm on my way to beat up their children.
Yes. They would like instantly get it out the door. Somebody get this out the door.
Yeah. He's on his way.
Yeah. What's the one thing you forget or you have forgotten in the past?
The whole fucking gun.
You forgot your
I
gun?
have my whole gun, the saw, at once.
Oh,
One point.
my God.
I left the house, man. We were booming. We were on our way out there. I was super excited. Just as we hit the railroad tracks to Frog Holler.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? What? I was like, I forgot my gun. I got hit so hard by my mom. She's like, bitch, what the
Yes.
fuck? Yes, so
Dude,
that's real.
Mm,
That happens.
That's funny.
I'm retarded.
What have you forgotten?
Uh,
oh,
forgot spare
best
mags.
one yet.
Huh?
Best one yet to date that I have forgot. I was running a Milsim event here in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
It was my dad's birthday, so I was already stressed out, and he just got back from the hospital from having a heart attack.
Right.
Well, so my mind's elsewhere. I'm in the middle of this big old event, 50 plus players, and my battery dies. I go to look. Guess who left their battery in the car?
Oh.
And
That's
we have
rough.
to walk like 25 minutes to go back to the car from where we were playing.
That's bad.
I've been there.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
I have actually left and forgot my whole bag of extra shit. So like all my BBs, all my speed loaders, all of my everything.
So that's not as bad.
I no,
I
but
don't feel as bad anymore.
no, but it was all just sitting in my driveway.
Ooh.
In the backpack on the driveway. I got home, it was still there,
Yeah.
but I forgot
Oh.
all of it.
What about you, Brian?
I forgot all of my spare mags.
Yeah.
All of them.
That's
That's
the
about
worst
it.
though. That's the worst
That's the
you've ever
worst.
had. Wow.
Lucky.
I forgot my whole gun. You left shit in your driveway. You forgot mags, and dude forgot his batteries.
I mean, come on.
I don't know.
I don't forget a lot of stuff.
I feel like it's not a real you're not a real airsoft player if you haven't forgotten something. at some point in time.
Well,
But it's like that with anything. Like, bro,
I've left-
I don't know how many times I played hockey and forgot a cup. Like, and that's like a nightmare. The whole 60 minutes is
Ow.
like, please fucking do not hit me in the dick. Please.
I've left stuff behind at fields before by accident.
Yeah.
So
I lost a whole 1911 in a field. Still don't know.
Oh,
WE, wasn't it?
No,
it wasn't the one we traded, was it?
no,
Okay. Got
no.
it.
It was an older 19. I don't even remember the brand. Maybe it was a KJ Works, but just gone.
Oh, hey, KJ Works is tough. Those things are tanks.
Have you ever lost anything on the field, Caleb?
not as of yet. I'm on a good streak with that, but since we all seem to like leave gear and lose gear, we all need to play on the same damn team so then we can at least mooch off of each other to
Right.
keep going.
Right.
That's
see?
very
And
true.
That's
Like,
why
I'm
Nasty
forgetting a
carries
whole
the backpack.
gun. I forgot a battery. He forgot mags. You forgot your BBs. I'm sure as a unit we could all like help each other out in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, we're all running Crytek or KWA, so.
Yeah.
Or
Everybody's
No
mags
gun
are
at all.
interchangeable. Yeah. The saw takes in 4 mags.
the
Fine.
saw doesn't fucking work.
We'll figure it out.
It's dead.
No,
We'll
it's
figure
dead.
it out. I bet it's like a fuse. I bet it's a fuse. Guaranteed.
That's what I asked him.
We tried to fire up his saw because we're going to play tomorrow. Charge the battery, plug it in. Got nothing. So we're going to have to dick with it a little bit. So,
I know what it was.
What?
You guys were talking about HPA and it didn't like it. So.
yeah,
No,
it just killed
damn.
itself. It was like, you know
Wait, that
No.
means
Mhm.
the
do
airsoft gods have spoken,
what? An HPA
and HPA
was the way.
might have to happen.
It might.
Or just throw the piece of shit in the garbage and forget about it.
No, now it's an official para.
Yeah.
Well,
Now it's an official para. We already modded it. Now it's too legit.
we physically used a hammer to beat that flash hider on.
Yeah, well,
It
don't
works.
Don't ever cross thread shit.
No,
by the way,
it's
Caleb.
terrible.
It doesn't ever want to go back on. You
Now we're gonna have to put a
you got this
rail on it.
fucking.
Just
you got
switch
this-
out all your Allen bolts and put Phillips heads in it. You'll be all right.
You got this fucking artard over here. Like, I'm pretty sure counterclockwise doesn't mean anything except just screw it on normal, righty tighty,
That's
lefty
false.
loosey.
That's definitely not
Yeah.
what
How
happened.
did you end up in that situation?
Well, it's because
Just
one
lock
time,
tight everything so then you can't take it apart and mess
Oh,
with it.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Which is what he did this time.
Hey,
No.
it's blue Loctite. It's not red.
No.
It's not forever. It's
still-
sometimes.
It's like still semi-permanent
No. Well, yeah, it's semi-permanent until I fucking break that shit
until
loose.
you're like screaming in the garage trying to get it to
Oh,
bust
God.
loose.
I'll get the torch out.
Pop a nut.
Just burn
Instantly
the shit
just-
out of the motherfucker.
Yeah, try trying to tie rod in
Melt
your
all the
car
glue off it. All
with
right.
it Loctited on.
I bet that was terrible.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
No, I think it's part of just the airsoft culture to kind of
Yeah.
when you're gonna go play, no matter how many times you played, you're excited, you want to get out there, you want to play, and you just forget something. It just happens. But I mean, I've been playing for like 15 years. You've been playing for right around the same,
Yeah.
probably like 13, 14 years, and
Yeah.
Brian's been playing.
Brian's just
since-
old.
He's been playing
He's just
since,
been
like-
around the whole
like
fucking
since
time.
airsoft was invented,
Right.
Like 1776.
Back when they were using blow darts and shit.
It's like-
Before TM.
Jesus Christ.
Do you still have the original Springer that come out?
No.
You don't. He has 001. That's how far back we go with him.
But I could remember though when TMs announced the FMAs and everybody laughed at them
And then now,
because everything was constant air,
right?
and now TM started the whole AEG thing.
That's crazy.
He's
That's
an
why when
OG.
you hear people talk about HPA, like, oh my god, it's this new thing,
No,
and
it's
it's
been
like,
around.
no, that's how we started.
Right. I don't know, but I think they've oh my
Perfected it.
god, they've made it better. They've made it better. HPA has gotten a lot better.
more better.
Yeah.
No. I'm not a professional speaker here. I just run a fucking airsoft podcast. I don't know what to tell you guys.
So Caleb, how's your day?
So
So far, so good. It's been raining. There's a chance of
Yep.
severe weather coming through, so I'm kind of glad we did this now instead of like an hour from now because I may lose power and stuff. So
that would be dope.
I would hella keep you on the phone to listen to you die.
Right. Just listen to a
That's all right.
tornado roll through. It's fine.
Well,
That's
we
all
had
right.
the
I'll be shooting at it with the Crytek at least. To get some.
I'm going out. I'm not going out with my finger not on a trigger.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us
Yes.
how long you've been playing airsoft, how you ended up getting
I
into
have
airsoft.
I have actually only been playing a full year.
Wow.
So you're still really
I'm
new.
semi-new to it, but I've always had airsoft guns. A little secret about me, I do acting for movies outside of airsoft, and I also own a prop company.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's
So
pretty cool.
a lot of my airsoft guns are like, so I do have some springers for films, obviously, because props,
Right.
you don't need all blowback. Some people can carry the cheap stuff around.
Right.
Right.
But I've always been a fan of airsoft, and there's another group that is called Trifecta from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I joined their Patreon or whatever the hell that thing's called, and they actually were posting some cool stuff about how to go out and play and do this, do that, and then I wanted to try it out just to see if I like it. I'm like, I'm gonna hate getting shot with plastic.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right.
shit's gonna hurt.
I think everybody is afraid. Like, even I, myself, for tomorrow, I'm like,
Right.
Jesus. And then I just figured out that our fields let you chrono up to 400 with 3.2s now, which is like
Yeah.
a whole nother fucking level. Like, when we were playing originally, back in the day, it was 400 with 2 O's.
Right.
If you shot over 400 with 2 O's, you shot too hot. So 400 with 3.2s is like blowing my fucking mind right now.
It is.
Oh, I'll let you.
I
use
more or
that
less look
one.
at my gun like, holy shit, I need to do a lot of fucking work if I'm going to get
Right.
to 400 with 3.2s.
No, I'm not doing it.
But
My gun's
continue.
gonna be ready for milsim, not for this
Right.
crap.
Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh no, you guys good. It's good.
No, so
But,
how did you get in? How
my
did you
main
start the acting?
concern with airsoft, it is such a fun sport, but people take it too far with the whole cheating, like they get trophies at the end and stuff.
Right.
And that's the thing that's ruining it for a lot of people, because every game it's an honor sport,
Right.
but then you have these people that have like no honor for it, and it's
Right.
ridiculous.
Right.
It's when we
Yeah.
fight them.
We've actually talked about that in our episode, positives and negatives of airsoft. And the end result of that episode was, don't be a fucking dick. So call your hits and, be cool with everybody. Because I would agree with you. There's a lot of that, like, the positive and negatives of airsoft, the stuff you see on YouTube videos. If the guys are pushing, like, the videos of guys not calling their hits, or airsoft epic hit call fails, or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, those types of YouTube videos, those are what shed the largest negative light on airsoft. And unfortunately, everybody, whether they like to admit it or not, likes some little bit of drama, whether or not they're watching it on YouTube or they have it in their fucking life, whatever. They like some little bit of it. And so it gets a ton of views. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, probably awesome for you if you're trying to just get views, but if you're trying to grow the sport of airsoft, you're
That's not
shedding
how to
those
do it.
negative light on
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Like, you're
Yeah.
part of the problem. You're not part of the solution.
If you
Well,
want to
see, I had to post one because I played out of field. I'm not going to trash the field for it because they did have a rep that was sick and everything else.
Right.
But we kept reporting the same guy over and over and over again, and nothing was done.
Right.
So finally, I posted the video, and you can clearly see him get hit, and then it come back as a negative, like, well, you should have told us. I'm like, I did.
Right.
5 other people did. So I posted the video. Of course, I got a hater from it that thumbs down all my videos I post on YouTube. That's fine. Do your
Right.
thing. Be petty about it. But when you report somebody to a ref, they're supposed to go up and secretly shoot them with that pistol and be like, okay, they're not calling their hits. Let's do
Right.
something.
Yes. Yeah.
But
I would agree.
if the people are going to continue to do it, it's, in my sense, it's a way to put that player on blast so they know that they have been seen cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And when they go play again, it's to let people know, like, hey, this dude cheated. This place didn't do what they were supposed to right off the rip, which, like I
Right.
said, I'm not trying to crash them. They weren't all in the game at that time, and
Right.
a lot of drama happened that night. So,
Right. But also at the
like, I'm
same
not going to
time,
trash the venue. It's a cool place to play and all, but more than likely, I won't be playing there anymore. But
right. But see, like, that's what I was going to say is, like, at the same time, it also goes both ways. You can't run a field and then not
Uphold
lay
rules.
down the law. Right. If you've got cheaters and you just ignore it because he's a fucking normal player out there, which
Right.
we have seen in the past. If you just ignore it because you're like, whatever, this guy shows up at every game and he pays us money.
Right.
Well, that's cool and all, but it ruins it, and you're not going to make as much money because you're going to have people who now don't return.
Yes.
So it can be the field's
Yeah,
fault
exactly.
just as much. So the field has to be held accountable.
And I get
if
it.
it's a repeat offense, I would say if it's a one-off, like, oh, they had a sick ref or something along those lines, I would commend you for saying, hey, I give the field a second chance because of X, Y, and Z. But if it was a repeat, I kept seeing the same thing happen over and over again, I'm kind of with you. I would, post a YouTube video, not even so much as just for the player, but also for the field alone to say,
Right.
look, this was multiple games. Here's footage.
Yeah.
And nothing
And
ever happened.
it was continuous throughout the whole night. And finally I hooked up the tracer unit and laid out the video. And it was like one of them videos where I was like, okay, you guys tell me if he was cheating.
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, this field sucks because of cheater.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't nothing like that. And I even said in the video, it's nothing against the field or anything like that. So
yeah,
it wasn't to trash their rep, but if you got new players, and I understand sometimes all of us carry gear and sometimes we don't fill it right away.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that. There's definitely times where you get hit and you don't notice it, but
if you're running with just a thin hoodie and that's it, I know you felt it. Especially when I'm shooting 320 with 2 5s and 3 2s.
Right.
I know you feel it.
Oh, yeah. So your guys' fields there, do you guys have any CQB fields, or is it all just like woodland fields?
We have a few indoors, and then we have one that I really, really like. It's called Hidden Spring Ranch. It's like 30 minutes away from me. And it's all outdoor. He's got it rigged up to be like 3 or 4 different milsim courses.
Right.
And one's like a huge airfield, which I can send you guys a picture of that later on.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah.
And then he's got one called Browntown, which is all brown buildings, but there's a hospital. And then there's like one set up in military colors, like yellow versus green.
Right.
And the objective is to do a team deathmatch, but you got to hold a location as well.
Nice.
So it's actually pretty cool. I'll have to send you guys links to that one if you guys ever road trip for the different events.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, are you planning on trying to hit any milsims this year?
I am just now getting to the point where I'm able to travel. Like I said, I had some financial issues when father had the heart attack and stuff.
Right.
So I'm looking, as soon as this whole Corona shit's over with, to start being able to travel, start playing with people that I'm meeting on Instagram and Facebook, and because I realize it's like a family, even though we have them bad seeds.
Right.
But it's going to happen no matter what. Every family is going to have that one bad seed that screws stuff up for a lot of people.
And one of the things that you were bringing up, that you're only part of the problem if you're only showing a negative.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you were to film, hey, look at this, look at the teamwork, and look at the people calling their hits, and you show those videos just as much, now you're part of the solution.
Right. Yeah. But you've got to have positive videos that, like, if you're it has to be like a 5-to-1 or a 10-to-1 ratio. But I'm saying, like, there's guys out there, if you look for it, like, there's dudes out there who literally, I can think of one guy on YouTube that I've seen for sure. All he posts is no-hit calling videos or airsoft freak-out videos, and he's got, like, a season worth of them. Like, dude, holy shit. Like,
and most of them, honestly, if you go back and look, he posts the same ones. I know exactly who you're talking about.
He reposts
because he always does airsoft freakouts, and he'll steal people's videos,
right,
but not give them credit like at all.
Right.
Oh, so he's more of a compilation channel that he will find random videos online and throw them together.
I know the guy he's talking about too. This is a different guy. This guy actually posts. It's always the same indoor field. It's always
like the same 20, 50 guys.
Yeah, yeah. It's like always him and his buddy playing, and it's like it's always the same indoor field and shit like that. But I don't know. It is one of those things where I just feel like airsoft is like a big family. Whether
Right.
you know the guys or not, whether you played with them before or not, you instantly get out on the field. You have something you can bond over and that you both enjoy, and it's just huge.
Right.
It's awesome.
Creates
And-
friendships, and it creates enemies, and it ends friendships.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it can.
But-
Yeah.
But it has the opportunity to grow and be so much more, even in your local area. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not doing anything to try and promote airsoft in your local area
Right.
and grow the sport locally, what are you really doing as an airsofter? So, as
Just a
a
grub.
challenge, to anybody who does listen to the podcast, I would like to say, hey, if you haven't brought anybody new into the sport of airsoft, or introduced anybody to it, at least, take them playing with you. Just tell them about
Right.
it. Just show it to them. Like, you need to be doing that. Show them all the cool things they can do. Like, most everybody has been a tween or a teen and gone and played fucking paintball, and
I've never played paintball.
some have enjoyed it. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went straight to airsoft. I
Right.
played paintball
Never
like
played paintball.
after, and it was not my thing. Airsoft's
Right.
always been my thing, but I'm just saying, like, you've got to help grow that sport
Yeah.
locally, and whether or not you believe it, the next guy you add may be the guy who helps grow it nationally.
Right. He might be the big name.
Like, we went from being just local dudes in Wichita, Kansas playing airsoft for fun to now we have a podcast that reaches people globally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That's true.
I mean,
And who love to watch our dumbass Instagram lives.
right, our dumbass
Like-
Instagram lives, our stupid fucking memes that I
Yeah.
post on Instagram.
Which are quality.
Some of them are good. I
Yeah,
mean,
some-
some of them are good.
Yeah. Most are fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So.
But what are you
Or
going
when Nasty gets abandoned by Shrek and
Yeah,
doesn't
and
know what to do with
And I have no idea. I'm
all
scared.
alone.
Just awkward on the fucking video.
Awkward on everything.
You kept looking down like, I don't know what to do.
Right. That's
don't-
my whole life.
Know what to do with my hands.
I don't. And I just sit there like, shit. And that's it. I couldn't do anything. I was scared.
People are mentally scarred from watching you live on Instagram.
That's good. I hope so. Fuck them.
That's all right.
He's
love
doing
them
his
all.
part for therapy.
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
should have heard him when we first started. We were going to do a podcast and we were talking about it. And he was like, I don't want to fucking do a podcast, man. Everybody's just going to think I'm retarded, man.
And it works. And it's,
And now
it's
we
happening. Yeah. Now everybody knows your boy's a dumbass.
See,
Like,
we don't have to think.
What are you going to do? I mean,
fuck it.
Hey, you got to have that
Fuck all of you.
sometimes.
That's what I think.
That's where we get the slogan awkward on the mic, though. Because
It's
fucking
you.
awkward on everything.
Put a helmet on this guy.
He's awkward on the mic.
Yeah.
You need a lot more than a helmet.
I do. I need a lot of things. It's kind of bad.
And about bringing positive things to like the field and stuff, always on YouTube, you have them videos that cut off right before you see the interaction before players
Yes.
and such, like
Mm-hmm.
into the game. I always keep that in there because there's so much cool stuff that happens behind the scenes
Right.
that nobody gets to see.
Right.
Like
That is
just going
true.
up telling another player that shot you in the friggin' lenses, man, just be like, good shot.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree
You don't
with you.
see it.
I would say Airsoft Hasmeen, who we've had on the show, which if you guys aren't following her, you should go follow her. Airsoft_Hasmeen on Instagram. She's super awesome. She posts a ton on Instagram.
Makes fun of my
definitely
shrimp
helps. Yeah, she definitely helps push the women of airsoft, which is really cool. But in her YouTube videos, she actually shows a lot of the video of like them in the staging area, and it's a lot of that funny shit,
Bullshit,
the hanging
yeah.
out and like
A
just
random
like,
203 goes off and fucks somebody up.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
that's happening.
Everybody laughs.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
the other day, she had posted a video where like there was a bag of like candy, and she was like, "Who brought the bag of candy?" And nobody knew. And literally, she just walked around looking for whoever brought the bag of candy for the next like minute, just to say, "Thank you for bringing the candy." Like, what the fuck?
If I ever saw a random bag of candy, ain't nobody would ever fucking know.
Nobody else. is
No one,
getting the
everybody
candy.
fucking know.
He's just gonna open it.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
It was just laying here.
Exactly.
I brought the candy.
Yeah, totally.
Somebody would be dumping their mag pouches out and stuffing them full of candy.
Yeah.
Take a Snickers. Leave me
Steven's
alone.
packing his backpack.
Yep,
Yes.
I got-
Start throwing peppermints and stuff at people in the field. On your head.
Somebody gets hit with a fucking chiclet, and they're like, "What the?
I will physically run up to you and slap you with a Hershey's bar and then continue to eat it in your face. And while I yell at you about not calling your hits.
So how did you get started in the movie stuff? I'm interested to hear about that and the props. I think that's really kind of cool. Like knowing a little bit about it.
Originally, I actually started it just to say I did it.
Right. I know how that goes.
I applied for a bunch of casting calls. I have tattoos and piercings, so obviously it's a lot harder to do like big films.
Right.
Unless you're able to cover them. Well, I actually recently got a feature spot in a big Hollywood film that's now out on DVD and everything else, so that was exciting for me. But
that's cool. I
started out like in the short films and stuff, and then realized like, hey, airsoft guns look like the real deal. And I started collecting airsoft guns. Like I got AW Customs, I got the Resident Evil Biohazard M9, I got G&Gs, AKs, all kinds of different brands, just different between Springers and everything. And people like how I do it because I always use the mid-cap mag, so you don't have that stupid little crank on the bottom.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm sure you guys seen it in some movies where they're like high-cap mags sticking out of the bottom of an M4, and I'm like,
Where you see like even in Call of Duty, Modern
Warfare,
they've got a fucking airsoft mag in the chest rig.
Yeah.
Like,
I was disappointed when I seen that.
What are you gonna do? People at Infinity Ward have got no fucking idea.
Well, no, he's right, because when I've all the stuff I've done,
a mid cap in there or something.
Yeah, low cap, mid cap,
no cap.
Well, like in all the filming I've done, everyone's like, oh, everything's blank. Most people are walking around with airsoft or plastic toys or rubber. If it's in a holster, it's like a spring or a rubber gun, or resin. If you do a scene where you're loading, but you're not going to actually have live shells, they'll use airsoft like a Marusian or something, because I do a lot of the westerns. And you'll just watch them, they're feeding the shells in. But even some of the ones I've done where they use military rifles, they'll use gas blowbacks with trademarks for close-up, so you can actually see the bolt working, and they'll just add muzzle flash.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that.
And they hope that you don't notice that the shells aren't ejecting.
Right. Well, even with today in CGI, dude, you could fucking pop in shell ejection probably pretty quickly. Some asshole's probably got it rendered on his computer of 5.56 shell ejecting from an AR.
At
and
every
he literally
angle
just
possible.
drags it and drops it into the section of the frame.
They've got the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Because, we'll be sitting there and you'll hear the ting, 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 ting. And I'm like, but there's nothing coming out.
I can actually do that, too. Like, if you guys, post a video and want some cool edits done, I can edit your videos and make you look like the most badass gun firing from an airsoft. Because I use a VFX program that has the muzzle flashes, the shell ejectors, everything that you can think.
So for anybody who's going to watch this podcast, that's it's only for us. So kiss my ass.
So what's going to happen?
Anybody else, $2 million.
Fucking right.
Edit.
So what's going to happen here is we are going to have Nasty get topless, fire his saw. We're going to have Caleb edit it, and then he's going to take his pants off and keep firing his saw, and this is going to be exclusive on the fans only or Snapchat premium page that we keep talking about.
And he's not using a trigger finger.
That eventually one day is going to have to become a real fucking thing.
I'll do it.
You need to get some of them stripper pants so then you could just have the saw on your back, like sling.
Yeah.
Rip your pants, spin it around, and just go to town.
Yes. Dude, actually, you know what? Skip the saw.
We'll make a harness and put our helmets over.
Nope. Just had an idea. This is groundbreaking. You need to get an Adidas suit that you can rip off. Get an AK and wear a fucking baklava.
Do it.
And just
Slav
squat.
Oh,
Slav squat straight into ripping your pants off.
We got to get a lot of fake gold.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is now, it's going to be an amazing Snapchat premium.
I'll do it.
You guys are going to have to be on the lookout for it.
So, we can really make that happen. I know it's all fun and games, but like,
Actually,
we can do fan onlys and
and do
you guys
doing
can
like
make
a video.
some money off of. I'm serious.
I
People
know,
want to
yes.
come in with guns and lots of wiener apparently.
Yeah.
See, we could do the whole.
You didn't get the call sign nasty for nothing.
Ooh.
God, that's so true.
Yes.
That's actually true,
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know, fuck it. Dogs,
At this
peanut
point-
butter, fucking some fucking airsoft shit. Fucking,
Dogs with peanut butter.
dude, I'm telling you,
The
man.
largest amount of peanut butter you have ever seen in a video with.
Dogs like it
Ultimate.
crunchy, apparently. So.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's it. You're not touching
Where
my
are we
dog
going?
anymore.
Where are we going?
Hey, call sign get fucked up.
I get fucked up.
But
No, I definitely think there's a lot of good ways to bring positive into the airsoft world, especially through YouTube as a platform or even the podcast as a platform. I think it's really good. I think we just want to grow the sport of airsoft, and if you're into airsoft and you're just in it to play and have fun,
cool. Chill.
that's cool.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I love it. Be there, play with us, call your hits, and it's all good. I'm
Right.
not gonna have any quarrels with you. I think you'll be a
Exactly.
cool dude. If airsoft's important to you and you want to help the sport, you should be doing whatever you can to help grow it. Because fuck, dude, even just in the time we played, we've seen the numbers go up and down,
Holy
and up
shit.
and down,
yes.
and
Yeah.
it's really sad. Like, I'd only like to see the number really going up, but
Well,
what are you gonna do?
Well, you
Like,
also have a problem with
But
gatekeepers.
here's the problem with the numbers for airsoft. You have the people that love it, and then you have the people that hate it, and then you have the people that want to do it but can't afford it. So
Right.
then they what we do because we have the stuff to go do it,
right.
and then they follow because these guys are just showing that they have money to go do this. It's not like that in any way.
No.
Right.
It took me years to get here.
Right, but see, unfortunately, what's crazy about it is, like, you have a situation like me and Nasty. Like, maybe he didn't have the best stuff when he first started, but he came out and he met somebody who happened to be me,
Right.
and I let him borrow an extra gun I had. So then he just fell in love with it more and wanted to do it more, and
And one thing to add to
you
that,
know, and it happens.
it does. One thing to add to that is, I didn't have the best. Yeah, I was never wealthy with the family that could just go buy whatever the fuck I
Right.
wanted. But you know what? I still came out with those fucking Springers.
Mm-hmm.
I came
Yeah,
out
hard.
and listened to the bullshit that was go, this little kid, you come out here with a Springer. Fuck yeah, I did, bitch. What the fuck you gonna do about it? You
He
know?
had the heart to come out
Exactly.
and do it.
And then that's when people like you and all those other guys started recognizing, like, listen, this kid's every fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a one and done shooter type thing, but and then like that day.
Yeah, I mean, you'll meet somebody. You're
Yeah.
gonna make friends
Right.
there if you're going there and you're consistent
haters.
and you play. I think you're gonna meet haters no matter what you do. You just gotta come to terms with that. If you
Right.
in your
Yeah.
life don't like to do anything because you're too afraid somebody's gonna say,
Right.
"Oh no, you're not doing it the right way" or whatever,
Yeah.
or they're gonna be a dick to you, like, I don't know what to tell you. That's
Right.
life. You're gonna run into those assholes no matter where you go. Work, home.
And it's like me. I
Xbox.
did money. I work. I will say this on podcast. I work 3 days a week for $8 an hour,
Right.
and I am running. I started my whole airsoft career on a 7-year-old G&G combat machine
Dude,
that was shooting like a 210 to start because
those
it's
combat
so worn
machines,
out.
I swear to fucking God, nothing can destroy them.
They're like
You
a
can't-
Sima AK.
Yeah, you just can't break it. I don't know what the fuck it is.
No.
But
I broke
he's-
my flash on there, but that's it.
But he's right though. Like, anybody can start with anything.
Right.
But this is the
Yep.
one thing I do not want you to do is come out to a field with fucking nothing and just start asking.
Yeah.
That's not right in my opinion. Now granted, you might come hit me and I'm gonna be your positive asshole who's like, fuck you, should have brought something, but yeah, you can play here.
Right.
But don't be that guy because
Right.
no one will respect that.
The
The
one that
nice part
mooches.
is
Yes.
yeah, the one that mooches for sure. Yeah, but no, there's a lot of fields out there now that are offering rentals.
Rentals.
Like,
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, use a fucking rental. It like just get out there, try it. Nobody's asking you to go purchase $100, $180,
$2, $3, $4, $5,
$300 gun.
$600
Right.
gun.
Yeah,
You
and
can get
that's
started for
what
cheap.
I recommend for new players to go rent a gun, try the sport before you drop $300-$400 on a gun that you may not even like after you play once.
Right, exactly. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. For about $200, and that's what we were talking about in cost to get into airsoft on episode 14. Was you can get into airsoft for a really decent price. Like seriously, for about $250, which I mean, sure, if you save $50, every paycheck, it might take you a couple months, but you can get into it for $250 easily. Have yourself, you could have yourself an Elite Force MP5 at $185 off of Evike that's going to run fine. It's going to shoot plenty fine. You'll get a mag. You can go buy batteries. You can get BBs. You can use their discount code. You can run our discount code, Task Force Podcast 2020, or Task Force 2020 on 6mm Airsoft. Save some money there. Little plug.
But here's the issue.
You can do that all for like $250.
Right. But you know what they do? They scroll down to description, and they only see 200 FPS, 275.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, right.
But
to us at this point.
But what I'm saying is, if you're brand new getting into the sport, like
by this point you've already watched thousands of hours of video.
Maybe.
No, right, sure, but you had to hear it from it somehow.
True.
And you're going to go look into
what
it.
FPS
right,
was.
Right, but then you're going to go see that video of a guy, my HPA's hitting 785 with 2 O's, blasting them through the air.
What I'm saying, though, is, like, when I started, I literally had a Walmart AG.
Right.
And it shot maybe like 200 with .12s. Like,
you arced it
really bad. And I got out there and I shot, and I was like, holy shit. I thought everybody was going to have what I got, and nobody had what I had.
Right.
Because nobody would dare come out there and play with that.
Yep.
They all had something way different. Right. So then when you go out there and you get that experience, then you start thinking like, cool, I'll buy this. But I don't think when you first start, dude, you don't focus on FPS. You're focused more on, what's that one gun that I really liked? For me, I liked the M4. So when I went to Walmart, I saw the M4. I was like, what, Mom? I want to get this. Right. I got it, and it sucked ass. Then I went and bought a better M4 for like $150, $200 at the time.
Yeah.
You can get a decent Echo 1 M4 for a decent price. You can get a decent MP5 from Elite Force for under $200. Right. You can get into this for not that much money. Maybe you have to save up for a month or two, like I said, but you can get into the sport. You can help someone get into the sport. If you've got the extra money, you've got an extra gun that's just a stock gun, let somebody borrow it.
Right. You can get into this
exactly
for less than a console. It's like, new console
it's
cost.
like when I helped, when I got my woman into it, which is hiding behind my camera right now, doing her thing. I actually got an Elite Force Competition Series MP5 from one of my sponsors.
Right.
And now that's her gun, because I'm not going to lie, that Elite Force, it may not have the highest FPS, but that thing is accurate. Like, it destroyed the target. Right. I did a review on it, and full auto, it ripped the target apart.
Dude, the nice
part... That is a damn good gun. I will give Elite Force props on that.
The nice part about having a gun that doesn't shoot FPS is it forces you to become a better airsoft player.
That's true.
Especially if you play in an outdoor environment. If you play CQB and you got a CQB field, I don't even want to fucking hear you say anything about FPS.
Yeah.
You're shooting people within 15 feet. Like, you're going to be limited anyway. Make it fucking happen.
Yeah.
You can get it. If you're playing outdoor, it forces you to be a better airsoft player because, one, you don't have the range.
Yep.
So you got to learn how to maneuver and outthink your enemy versus just going out there and having the fucking long range gun and you're shooting somebody from far away.
Right.
Absolutely.
You got to get close enough that when you do shoot them, they actually feel it. Because, yes, I have been hit by BBs that have traipsed through the trees and not felt it. I've noticed that I've gotten shot and called it. But I've definitely been hit with BBs that have come through tree limbs that on a different gun, I probably would have been like, okay, fuck, I got hit and called it right away.
Right.
Definitely possible. But you got to get closer. It forces you to be better because you got to learn how to outmaneuver your opponent and you got to get up close and make things happen. You got to learn how to ambush. You got to learn how to fucking sneak up on somebody.
Yep.
it makes you a better
You got to
player
learn
have
how to
that.
work as a team.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. If you're
Not
playing
get
with a
punched
team.
in the fucking back of the head, motherfucker.
But
I hate.
no, I think that that we could all help grow airsoft.
Sure.
And
Right, help grow it,
help make each other
prep the new generation.
so, with that being said, thank you, Caleb, for joining us on this episode.
Absolutely.
It was really awesome to have you on. I'm happy you found the sport of airsoft and that you were able to start making some content to get more people into it. It's really cool.
And your
It's
lady
definitely
friend.
an awesome sport. It really is. It's fun. Yeah, once you get used to that adrenaline,
Right.
you definitely don't feel the BBs as bad as I thought.
No.
Yeah, no.
And since you guys mentioned them, I have to do this because I'm not sponsored. I know you guys are. 6mm plastic, best damn BB I've ever shot.
Yes.
Facts.
So, with that being
Speaking
said,
of that, yeah.
6mm plastic, check those guys out if you haven't already. 6mmPlastic.com. Go there, check those guys out. Use code TASKFORCE2020 to get 10% off your next order. Again, that's TASKFORCE2020 for 10% off of your next order. They got all the sizes, everything, and tracer BBs. Also, we have got Dynamic Fuzz. If you haven't checked those guys out already, I don't know what's wrong with you. You can put morale patches on your ComTacs and MSA
Right.
Swordens, as well as they sell upgrade baffle kits. They also make Velcro patches or Velcro covers for the Howard Light, stuff like that. Also a ton of accessories. Just go check those guys out. You can also use code TFPOD for 15% off your next order. And that's TFPOD10 for 10 or 15% off your next order.
Right.
So, and again, if you've got the money and you want to flex on the pores, you can get yourself some amazing night vision stuff from Core Vision
That's true.
Industries. So check those guys out again as well. We got to get all three of them in there because they're fucking huge supporters of the channel. So I love those guys. I love all of you guys.
Especially
So,
the guy we're talking to.
Yes, especially you, Caleb. I'm going to get some patches into the mail. So those of you who have ordered them, I will get those out. Caleb, I'll be sending you a patch as well because you were on the show.
And his woman.
About time.
And your woman.
About
Yes,
time.
we will send the
Okay,
patches.
dude.
I will make it happen. Thank you guys again for joining us on this episode. Always with the long outros.
Yes.
We're good at it. We'll see
He's
you
good
guys
at it.
in the next episode.
Later.
Peace.